Hi, today I want to talk to you guys about GoodReads. Recently my friend Leena, or Just Kiss My Frog, made a video talking about why she doesn't really like GoodReads, and then Rincey from Rincey Reads made a response talking about why she does really love GoodReads and uses it all the time. And so I figured I would join in with the conversation and talk about my opinion on GoodReads. I created my GoodReads account in March of 2009, which I think was the very first year that I was doing the 50 book challenge, and I've kind of loved it ever since. Now I know that quite recently it was bought by Amazon, which is not something that I'm crazy about, but I am still using GoodReads because I don't know what I would do without it. So here's some of the things that I really love about GoodReads. First of all, I love categorizing and organizing, and I've categorized my entire personal library. It's a bit out of date. I think the last time I did it was a couple of months ago, so I have a bunch of new books and I've donated some books, so it's due for an update. But it's kind of an easy way to keep track of which books you have. So I've kind of created my own shelves, the most important one being the wish list one. If anyone ever wants to buy me a present, all they need to do is go to my GoodReads account and my wish list is right there. And if I ever feel like spending some money on books myself, I simply just go there and buy some from that list. I follow all my friends on GoodReads and I get loads of recommendations just by looking at what they're adding to their to-read list, and very often you guys will send me suggestions as well. I really like stats, so when you can go into your 50 book challenge and look at what year all the books that you read that year were published in, and you can kind of see like what time periods you like reading from most, or which ones you should be reading from more because there's a massive gap. That's a thing that I absolutely love. Leena said that she's kind of bothered by the idea that she might be reading a bunch of books at the same time and she might not be finishing them, and it would just kind of be on display and it would be a constant reminder. I actually have a massive currently reading shelf as well. Usually there's about 10 books on them. Sometimes if it's been too long since I've picked up that book, I'll just get rid of it and add a new one, but I don't mind having that list, and sometimes it even helps me to remind me that I'm like 2/3 into one book and I haven't read it for a month, so I should probably pick it up again. Now of course there are some things that I don't really like about GoodReads. First and foremost, the 5,000 friend limit. I hit that limit quite a while ago, and it's kind of a shame that you guys can't become friends with me just because I've hit the limit. It's kind of an arbitrary limit. I'm not sure why it's there. You guys will follow my account and I don't think there's a massive difference, but it's just kind of a shame that people will go to my profile and then see that they can't friend me. So I definitely would like for that limit to be higher, obviously. Sometimes there are cover battles where like I've created an entry or like updated one with the correct cover, and then I come back a week later and someone has changed it again. Just something that's definitely not the right cover. Usually, you know, you just have to let it go, but it's kind of annoying when I have this beautiful collection on my GoodReads shelf and then one cover is completely different. And another thing that really annoys me is that as far as I am familiar with it, there is no like proper way to kind of document a reread of a book. So when you reread a book and you change the date, it kind of disappears from a previous 50 book challenge, which I think is kind of annoying. If I'm missing something and there is a proper way of doing this, please let me know in the comments. And then finally, I would really like for GoodReads to allow you to embed videos. Authors can have videos on their profile pages, and I see no reason why just normal users wouldn't be allowed to have that. Maybe after some verification or something along those lines, because it doesn't take that much to verify an author account. I don't have the time or kind of the interest to write out all the reviews that I've already talked about in a video. I could sit there and type out the entire script, but that's not really the point of it. I know that some people just leave small reviews and then link to their video, but I would just love to either just leave a video as a review or just post some on my channel. Some of my favorite things about the job that I have now and internships that I've done previously is when I was able to organize the GoodReads pages. For example, Hotkey Books right now has a beautiful GoodReads page where we kind of keep up with the books that we're publishing, and we have a book club that we do every month with books from different publishing companies, and then we keep track of what we're reading on that page, and it's so much fun that I get to do that as a job. Also, currently on my profile page, I'm reading a bunch of books, and almost all of them have comments from people talking, like asking me if I like it or talking about their experience with the book, and I just love having little conversations. Well, I don't constantly have to talk about it on Twitter, but if people are interested in the books, then they can go to GoodReads and have a chat there. And also the little like reading update bar is my favorite thing. So yes, in conclusion, I kind of really enjoy GoodReads. If you want to follow me on there, I'll put a link in the description. It's just goodreads.com/booksandquills. I'm gonna make some time to like re-catalog my home library, so hopefully I'll get around to that soon. And I will talk to you guys later. Doei!
Hello, me cool.